I don't like it. Sailing to an uncharted island with strange folk aboard.
Keep your voice down. I just want the captain to hear you.
It ain't the captain I'm worried about. It's our priest. If he's a man of the cloth, I'm the Virgin Mary.
All you seek will soon be yours, Captain. It is indeed the island of legend.
So you say. If you're wrong, the price of the voyage will be paid in blood. Yours. And those vagabonds you brought along.
They merely seek adventure, Captain. The island calls to those who forge their own destiny.
lied to me, priest!
I warned you the journey would be difficult.
You said nothing about sailing through the very gates of hell!
Hell is all but inevitable for one such as you, Aldous Thorpe. The island offers something much greater than gold. Redemption. For me, and perhaps even for you. Do not fear the storm, Captain. Faith will see us through.
My gift.
I feel your blessings surge within me. Everlasting glory will be ours. Ah, pathetic.
is mine. And now, you will join me. No matter. You will be mine soon enough.
Let the air fill your lungs, friend. You have conquered death and been born again, like new. No small feat. You died, and it won't be the last time. But this is Aeternum. No one gets away that easy. You're on a ship, smashed by the storm wall, of course. Like everyone else here. Maybe you forget. Could be a blow to your head killed you. But it will pass. They are reborn as something else. The corrupted. Or worse. But come. We should not dwell on such dark matters. But you must be starving, friend. I always feast after dying. Don't worry. Many boars roam wild just off the beach. They're a little on the skinny side, but juicy if you cook them right. Yes, and you will also want a skinning knife. Gather flint and wood, and then join me and Erda at our campfire.
Let us see what you have there. A crude knife, but made well enough.
Of course it's well crafted, Erda. They were following my instruction.
More likely a natural, this one. That's good, stranger. The town of Prydwen up the road is mostly safe. But out here, we are on our own. No, I've never been well suited to village life. But many here seek the refuge of a community to feel safe.
They fool themselves. Nowhere is safe on Aeternum.
Yes, we are all a little mad on this island. But your mind is probably consumed with hunger right now, I suspect. Yes, those beasts trample everything in sight.
A successful hunt?
Hunt and cook your own boar, lazy bastard. If there's any food left, you keep that for yourself, newcomer.
Ah, Erta is teasing me. Of course. I'm just taking a moment to recover my strength before vading back in to cut down the corrupted. During rebirth, their souls become claimed by evil. Oh, I thought you knew. The wreckage of your ship is just across the water. But there is nothing and no one that can be saved. All you can do now is put your former crewmates to rest. Keep your weapon at the ready. As long as you don't get overrun, you should be fine. Ah! See, Urta, see! I knew our friend here would prove worthy.
Indeed, but know this, new blood. The island's lessons never end. Our lives persist, but time marches on.
Must you be so grim? In fact, I heard pistol shots a few minutes ago. I agree. There are many shipwrecks, but
Stop being so thick-headed, Elstrom. Those ships will just be followed by more. Until you find the cause of the corruption, it will only get worse.
aha! Yes, we will spread out.
I'm not sure which undertaking is the greater risk. But it's no matter to me. I will remain here at the camp.
I am sorry we cannot venture forth together. But while you search for survivors, I will find our next challenge.
You eluded me in death, but our souls are bound. I am with you. I am within you.
Eat ledger, bastards! So, here I am, fighting off the demon hordes, and I'm thinking, how the hell do I get down from up here? So what do you say? Maybe give a girl a hand? Eat ledger! Back on the sand. You have my thanks. I know a safe spot this way. Come on. Well now, can't tell you what a relief it was seeing someone who was still human. I was beginning to think I was all alone out here. The rest of the world had gone mad. Perfect. I was betting there'd be some kind of folk somewhere on this rock. I'm not about to go walking away from a whole fleet of fresh salvage. Not if I have a choice in the matter. This isn't my first shipwreck, you know. One thing I've learned. You have to always think ahead, keep an eye on the horizon. And there's booty to be had here. Countless treasures captain and crew had stashed on board. Of course! Not like these rotters care a damn for it. And I'll be needing a new ship, a new crew. That takes coin. In fact, if you want to partner up, I'll split the loot 70-30. Or what the hell, 60-40 even. That's the spirit. It's a deal. I need to circle back to my own ship to grab what I can. But there's a wreck over there I haven't searched yet. My first mate went that way, but something happened to him.
A beaver, my buck.
There you are. I was starting to worry. Let's see here. Oh, yes. These are definitely worth a coin or two. Unfortunately, I didn't have as much luck as you did. Those damn red-eye rotters are swarming all over the wreckage of my ship. I worry it's bad luck leaving behind my own treasures. But I can't get through the bastards. Now there's a good mate. Tough one too, if you're so confident. No complaints, though. Tell you what. If you can get my stuff back, I'll give you a greater share of our profits. For most of our cargo was lost at sea, and I got my captain's log on the way out. Burning me now is leaving behind my ship's flag and my lucky wheel. Get those, and then maybe we can meet at that campsite. Works for me.
Look how they fall in line when they realize something greater than them is at their doorstep. It will be the same with corruption.
You're back just in time. And you rescued a survivor, too. Your legend grows by the hour. This Grace O'Malley has spirit. But she does not like our refuge here. She called me primitive. Me, a former king. Despite her personality, we could use her help against the enemy. I think I found what is causing all the corruption. I scouted the sea caves along the shoreline, and I saw many corrupted.
As if the crimson clouds hovering over the area weren't a dead giveaway. I've told him for days that's where it was coming from.
Yes, I know. See now. That is the spirit of a warrior. We will charge into battle together, my friend!
The poor girl's just survived a shipwreck. And you ask her to face death for a cause she doesn't even understand? I don't blame her. I suspect you will be wasting your breath, but it is yours to waste.
Aye, do not take long, my friend.
Look, I'm as grateful as can be that you reclaim my flag and all. But don't ask me to go on a fool crusade against those red-eyed demons. I don't need a Medal of Valor. Just a coin for me, thank you very much. Your local friends say there's a town a bit up the road. I'll head there and sell this loot. I'll set your part aside until you get there. Ugh, those two say there's some kind of storm wall out there. But they say a lot of things, and I don't. Besides, Captain Grace O'Malley never met a storm she couldn't navigate. Have it your way, hero. I just hope you don't end up as one of those monsters yourself. Don't worry about me burning you on the loot. You did me a favor, and I'm good for it.
Well, you gave it a try, at least. Your friend is no warrior, but perhaps she is like Urta, smart, and that will help her survive. We must be smart too. I've never seen corrupted in such numbers, and I fear they will attack our camp. I am. If something happened to her, I could not bear it. She pokes fun at me sometimes, but I probably deserve it. I was looking forward to spilling corrupted blood with you. It's true. I can't let you have all the fun without me. But I also can't go when Urta is in danger. If you find the source of the evil, Destroy it and get the hell out!
And they shall witness the power manifest, the true future of the human race. You steal that which is mine. You assault my followers. And now you disrupt my plans. This is personal.
It takes more than courage to keep your soul on this island.
And yet you live! Ah! I knew you had triumphed! What did you find in the sea caves? Some kind of abomination? A corruption rift? I've heard tales of such things. And you shut the bastards down, did you?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a victory. But we must recognize this is not going to be an isolated occurrence. Yes. I have seen this before, more than once. When corrupted come in such numbers, it is a portent for dark times. In the past, an avatar has risen and led the corrupted in a campaign to consume all of Aeternum. No souls are safe from their reach. If you had, it is unlikely you would be here. But make no mistake, an avatar is coming, and we must warn the nearby towns. That would be for the best. There have been some misunderstandings between Elstrom and the town guard in the past. Besides, he likes it here.
My friend, your valor is deserving of a reward!
Come closer. It is time you know the whole truth. This island has always guarded the promise of paradise. Humanity cast out, deemed unworthy of such blessings. But I did not come here seeking paradise. I came for answers. Redemption after a life of weakness and suffering. And I found a truth that disproved everything I had been taught. I tasted the knowledge forbidden to us at creation, and I saw the vision of humanity's true potential. I knew then, I must correct this ancient injustice and restore the power which is rightfully ours. The heart of the mountain now beats strong with this purpose. After a century of preparation, our campaign has begun. The island's townships already fall before the might of our armies. The only thing I had not foreseen is you. You, who have stolen the gift meant for me. And now your soul will pay the price. For I will not stop until I have seized back the destiny stolen from us and brought true freedom to the world, both old and new.
Did you see my court? The wilds of Aeternum have never been safe. But the roads? Never seen anything like this before today. How should I know? Do I look like some kind of bore mind reader? Tell you this much, however. The beasts have ruined me for the season. You mean you'd help old hapless Hal? Why, yes, you're a saint. Gather any herbs or berries you see for yourself as well. They'll fetch a gold or two at the trading post.
Welcome to Prydwen, traveler. The greatest kingdom on Aeternum. Well, to be precise, it's a regency currently, but that will change. Have you come from the beach, then? We've had disturbing reports. Not just that... So it's true, then? God's ears. Why must every day bring such foul tidings? Derelict knights, greedy farmers... Oh, it never ends. And now the corrupted, too. The worst part is that it's all happening on the eve of the most fortuitous occasion Prydwen's known in 400 years. Why, nothing less thrilling than the return of the true heir. Sir Gawain is coming home after centuries to finally claim the throne of High King Artorius. Of course, however, Knight Regent Jin Jay is officially still in charge of our fair town. Don't feel you have to rush, of course. Welcoming those who've just washed ashore is a Prydwen tradition. I just sent another newcomer from the beach that way. Shady sort. Couldn't take her word for anything, as you might imagine. Sounds like her. A sailor's tongue, all right. Probably some... So again, welcome to Prydwen. Check...
Here's my new friend right here. Keep that sickle for your troubles. And if you make a habit of harvesting herbs and such, we'll cross paths again. No doubt.
Welcome to the Regent's Rise. Sleep here and wake up feeling like a king. You here to check in? Be my guest. Ooh, literally.
Now there's a familiar face. About time you caught up. Here we find ourselves in a little village pulled straight from the Middle Ages. Is it me? Or does nothing on this island make any sense at all? No doubt. For a place where everyone gets eternal life, you'd think it'd be more calm, dull even. Not saying I'd like that, mind you. We're both a little light in the pocket, but I did sell that loot we collected, so there's your share. Never let it be said Grace O'Malley doesn't pay her debts. Well, you got that coin I just gave you, so I'd suggest you get to spending it. Buy yourself a new blade, some new boots, whatever suits your fancy. Ah yeah, there's a trading post out there. Livelier market than I would have expected. You should check out the trading post in the storage. And then what do you say? Let's meet in the tavern. Alright, see you there.
I've met stately noble gentry and shipwrecked men of 20. I've met souls from ancient memory, found in sagas and dusty tomes. I've seen this island we call home. Let's go! Keep it together! Dig in! Woo! Come on now! I've met
Lively little ditty there. Kinda oversells the place, don't you think? I sure won't be calling this place home. But hey, aren't you popular? Messenger from the Night Regent herself was looking for you. Getting fancy, aren't we? She's keen to have a word with you up at the keep. Word around town says the Night Regent's just a puppet, and some minister Lochner's actually running things. And then this true air business. You'd think that's what drew the crowds. But Barkeep says it's really just people fleeing from trouble at the outlying farms. Sounds like some kind of plague. People turning on their friends and neighbours with cold murder in their eyes. Unlike those red-eyed bastards on the beach, these folks aren't possessed. Seems like they don't have any souls at all. I didn't trust all the shite coming out of that oaf's mouth. But maybe there was some truth to it. I'd be more interested to hear what the Night Regent has to say.
Farmers, the knights, the miners, no word in days. We need to know what's going on out there, Lochner.
The people are simply distracted. Word has spread of the true heir's return. As acting regent, you have served Prydwen faithfully, and I'm sure this is unsettling for you. But you can set aside your concerns.
When the new king is ready to assume his duties, I will gladly stand down. But not before.
Of course. Now, I have preparations to attend to.
Ah, you must be the one from the beach. Selpain believes you to be honorable, and I trust his judgment. But I like to hear reports firsthand. We saw signs of corruption by the shore, but we believed it was isolated, and that no one had actually become corrupted. Did you see them yourself? That is not what I wanted to hear, but I see the sincerity in your eyes. You should know that we normally go to great lengths to make newcomers feel welcome in Prydwen. I'm sorry if I seem impatient just now. With all the excitements for the return of the true heir, I believe we are ignoring signs of grave threats to Prydwen. And news of corrupted adds to the list. However, the greater concern right now is the rush of disappearances. Sworn knights who failed to report in over the last several weeks. Minister Lochnia has sent scouts, but they have not returned as of yet. And now I feel they are missing as well. Still, he counsels patience. Lochnia believes the return of the royal bloodline will solve all problems. I feel strongly that we cannot afford to wait for Gawain. Oh, I'm sorry. This is poor form on my part, dropping all my troubles on your boots. I would not impose on someone who just arrived. Still, with the remaining nights spread thin, you're probably able to get me answers faster than they can.
That's just it. We don't know. The foreman there, Alia Musa, is a personal friend, and she usually visits once a week. But it's been a month. If you're truly willing, I would ask you to check on Foreman Musa and report back.
Come, Seeker, danger abounds, but your fortune will be grown. The lost banished, peace found, when the true heir takes the throne. Mountain and dale speak the tale, a warrior of wit and renown. Artorias for the air, bring flowers fair, that we may build a path of blooms.
Ah, yes. The newcomer invited to an audience with the Night Regent. Imagine, if you had arrived a few days later, you might have been welcomed by a king. Yes, Gawain's return will restore Prydwen's glory. For now. But she would do well not to concern herself with matters our new king can better adjudicate. Well, aren't we proving our value quickly? I'm sure the king will also be grateful for those who willingly submit to his guidance. It's not my place to countermand the Night Regent's orders, but I would hate to see a prospective resident waste their time. The tavern is open, you know.
Love keeps you warm, but so does wool. Come to me if you ever need something stitched. I've made a fair garment for many a fine folk, even my darling Eddie, who isn't back yet. Yes, my foolish heart can't help long for my Eddie. He toiled too hard in the mines. This is the first time he's missed our anniversary. That'd be lovely. And then gently remind him that it's our anniversary today.
your friend. After all those years in that hole together, don't make me do this! Stay back! I won't tell you again! Forgive me. Whoa, you! If you thought you were going to the mines, think again. If you have loved ones in there, I don't know what to tell you. Almost everyone's fallen lost and no support from Prydwen in sight. Oh, so now she sends someone. And a stranger who's not even a knight. I sent dispatches informing the region of what happened, and I even said, send every knight available. Doesn't look like that's what's happening. For a while, some of the miners were holding out, fighting back with their picks against the teeth and claws of their now withered friends. At this point, it's probably a lost cause. I can't imagine that any of them are still standing. You're brave, I'll give you that. But we're not talking about a handful of withered. We're talking about the whole damn mine. Look for that stubborn Elias Derrick, and anyone else who's not fallen, and then get them and yourself out of there quickly.
For Elias! He was trying to fight back! I'm making a run for it!
Mine's lost! Everyone is withered! I'm getting out of here!
I thought I'd never get out of here. Thank you.
Oh, finally, a sign of hope. A brave warrior battling their way through the withered. Oh, it's beyond a relief to see you up here. And for that, I'm mighty grateful, sure enough. But we can't go without dealing with that infernal relic that caused this disaster. I saw it with my own eyes. An ancient tablet unearthed from its rocky tomb. Nah, I told the crew no one was to touch the damn thing. It was thrumming with some unholy energy. Of course, never got the chance. Next morning, the first of the miners fell to the curse. And then the lost pirates attacked. Yeah, and they're guarding the tablet like it's some kind of treasure. You're clearly capable, and I won't complain. I'd go with you, but I'm plumb exhausted from this ordeal. And I'm not much of a fighter. But don't forget, Sage Moira needs to see what started this. Smash the tablet and collect the fragments, and then bring them back.
You did it then? Shattered the tablet? God's blood! I'm glad I didn't send you in there to your doom. I'd have felt bad. You did it? I hate to abandon the mine, but with the tablet gone, maybe these pirates clear out and we can get back to work after time passes. Haha, Musa. She's a stubborn one, all right. I'll wager she's still waiting at the mine's entrance. But you, my friend, you must make haste back to Prydwen. Yeah, let's hope. If anyone will know what in tarnation that thing is, it'll be Sage Mora. I'll go and round up Foreman Musa and the others.
Oh dear, he's not with you. That can only mean... Blast that dumb cop! I told him to stay with me today. But no, he had to go... I'm sorry too. There will never be another Eddie. Thank you for bringing me the news.
You return. Excellent. Minister Lockney said I sent you on a fool's errand. But I can see from your expression you bring dark tidings. What did Foreman Musa say? Tell me the miners are all right.
I can't tell you how disappointed I am to hear that.
I have failed in my duty to protect the people of Prydwen. The warnings were there, and I allowed them to be ignored. From this moment forward, I will take every precaution to ensure the people of Prydwen are safe. We will start by discovering how this disaster at the mine began. Surely someone saw something.
Such relics are better left in the earth. The ruins of Aeternum hold dangerous secrets that are best left uncovered. We'll need to have Sage Moira study this tablet for answers. If it can even be recovered, I suppose. Excellent. Then please do me one additional favor and bring them to Sage Moira. But before you go, what of Foreman Musa? I fear to ask after my dear friend. Is she all right? Did she try to send for help? But I received no dispatches at all. This makes no sense. Unless... well... perhaps Minister Lochner will be able to surmise how this occurred.
I've just seen Elias and learned of the tragedy at the mine. Are you the one who recovered the fragments of this tablet they stumbled onto? Very interesting. Elias said they unearthed this tablet, but it has signs of extensive weathering. Yes. It has clearly been exposed to the elements. I will have to study these fragments more closely. In the meantime, you are new to Prydwen, are you not? Quite a moment to arrive. Do you know our history? On the precipice of Sir Gawain's return to claim the throne, you should learn the significance of this event. Let me tell you the full story.
King Artorius arrived on Aeternum 700 years ago to discover a people scattered and divided. Promising order, he united southern Aeternum for the first time since the era of the Ancients. The king's rule was built upon the armor-clad shoulders of his sworn knights. Courageous Sir Gawain, fierce Sir Lancelot, and the loyal Sir Galahad. Their valor was tested when hordes of corrupted attacked from the north, guided by none other than the king's fallen advisor, the wizard Myrddin. In the wake of the conflict, King Artorius was gone. Fate unknown as the kingdom crumbled. Lancelot left seeking vengeance, and Galahad to create a new life. But Sir Gawain was heir to the throne. He departed, seeking only divine blessing for his rule. Prydwen was in a dire state, ravaged by war, its people demoralized. It was Minister Lochner who held the town together, safeguarding the throne for Gawain's return. But Sir Jinjay of Ebonscale Reach captured the hearts of the people. After so many dark years, she emerged as a beacon of hope and was appointed Knight Regent. Now the minister informs us he spotted Sir Gawain's sails on the horizon.
And we prepare for the true heir to finally come home and claim his throne.
Now perhaps you understand how momentous Gawain's return really is. And why it's so worrisome to hear this news from the mine, and from the farms. Though Minister Lochner has been keeping it quiet to avoid a panic, we've had quite a few refugees claiming their farms are overrun with lost. But Lochner assures me it's under control.
After so many years without our true leader, it's natural to have doubts. But I assure you, the hour draws near. The bloodline of Artorius will soon sit again upon the throne. What we have endured here pales in comparison with what challenges Gawain has faced in his long journey home. But he has persevered for you, the people of Prydwen. We must ask ourselves, how will we show, nay prove, to our new king that we are as devoted to him as he is to us? When the hour arrives, I know he will find his subjects have remained true. And we will honor him as we once honored Artorius himself! And pledge our undying loyalty. Ah, our brave newcomer returns. I understand the Knight Regent dispatched you to the mines. A lot to ask of a guest, but it's her prerogative. Do tell, though. I hope the situation there wasn't as dire as it sounded. She said that, did she? Well, yes, I do recall receiving at least one dispatch. But her demands were absolutely out of the question. The foremen wanted us to send all our knights to help defend the mines, but that was, of course, impossible. With all the preparations for the return of the true heir, we simply can't dispatch our knights everywhere they're needed. I was preparing to send a few knights, but then I was told that you had been given the task. Oh, by all means, tell her I will come as soon as I finish my vital work on behalf of the true heir, which will tell her it won't be long. And thank you for your service to Prydwen.
You return, but without Minister Lochner. I assume he claimed he was too busy with his preparations. Perhaps it's just as well. As Knight Regent, it may be best if I handle matters personally going forward. While you are away, Foreman Musa visited and related the whole story from the mines. She says the day after the mysterious tablet appeared, lost pirates attacked the mines, seemingly out of nowhere. These pirates could only have come from the Beseth shore to the north. This seems to be an alarming trend, and we must find the source of it. I have already dispatched Sir Payne to the north, which is my duty as Knight Regent. Lochner will not be pleased, but perhaps he will now deign to pay me a visit. You are eager and courageous, and it is most welcome. My hope is that you and Sir Payne can deter the pirates from further incursions, and discover what drives them. May
Good of you to join us, my valiant friend. I heard about your heroics at the mine. For now, we are simply grateful to have your support. Not quite a full contingent here, I'm afraid. Before you do anything else, you must build yourself a campsite. It's the wise. There's a splendid spot nearby. Set your tent, relax a bit if you like. We'll be here. Ah, you're back. I'm at a bit of a loss here. A few months ago, this barren beach had nothing but a smattering of pirates. Now it appears to be a war camp. More pirates and supplies arriving by the minute. Indeed. It's gonna take an army to drive them out, and we currently lack an army. You two stay here and defend our position. I will go forth and challenge the leader of the pirates to a duel. And when I am victorious, I will demand that they withdraw from these shores forthwith, never to return! Oh, well, yes. Good point. I suppose our options will be more limited then. I'm afraid I'm not much of a strategist in a scenario like this. What do you think would be most prudent? That's a grand idea. If you can destroy their rowboats and all the cargo they've dropped, that would slow them down. I'll stay and keep an eye out for their leader.
Come on, you stiff-necked fool! What possible interest would I have in spying on this pathetic little outpost you got here?
You see, that is precisely the kind of thing a spy would say, particularly when she was caught creeping around near our camp.
Tell me this then, Sir Wisdom. What exactly would I be wanting to learn? How you scratch your arse in an iron suit?
Ha! Trying to distract me with insults, eh? But it won't work.
Took your sweet time getting here. I was sizing up the pirate base until this suspicious sod nabbed me. Can you tell him I'm not a spy? Yeah, very funny.
Ah, well. If you know her, then I suppose that we could give her another chance. But I'll have my eye on you, young lady.
Better keep your eyes to yourself, unless you want 'em poked out.
Bravo, my bold friend! I feared the pirates would overwhelm you, but it seems you are nigh unstoppable. The woman claims she snuck into the pirates' den and there are hundreds within. But can we really trust her? After all, very well then. If she's to be believed, the source of this plague on our lands may well be inside. If you're willing to venture into the den on her word, then so be it. We'll hold this position, but be wary.
Oh, have you ever met such coordinated pirates? It's like they went to school or something. How will people ever find their way to Prydwen if I was a baby and an absolute terror? My bag had a fleur-de-lis, and I spoke a little French back then. Royal? Ha! Hardly. I just want to make these pirates cry for their mothers. If only they didn't have so many weapons and barrels of gunpowder. Oh, what a good way to turn the barrels on them. I'll keep watch here and make sure no one foils our grand plan.
Well now, I do hope you straightened everything out with Sir Pain in me arse. I tried to tell that sod, if you want to defeat these pirates, I know the way. Not spying so much as taking a measure of the place. Heard there were pirates up here and thought they might be sitting on some valuable loot. And they've got some loot, sure enough. But they don't even seem to care about it. I guess that's what happens when you lose your soul. I'll tell you. But if you go in, I'll be expecting some treasure in exchange for my information. I worked hard for it after all. So here it is. There's a glowing altar in there, and the bastards are drawn to it like flies to a carcass. Smash the damn thing, and I bet they'll all buzz off. For someone like you, maybe. Not for me. But hey, don't forget our deal.
But you'll see, I'll become a knight soon.
Well, now, look who made it in and out of the pirates' den safely. I knew you could do it. Unlike this sod. Tell me, did you find that glowing altar? See there? We make a good team. I go in first, all sneaky like, and get the lay of the land. Then you follow up with force, taking care of business. Of course, for a partnership, it's vital all parties profit in a venture. Now that's a right decent friend. And Sir Payne and me Erse let slip that the Knight Regent wants to hire scouts. I'd say that job has my name on it. So I'll see you back in Prydwen.
No surprise there. Miss O'Malley gets what she wants and disappears. I do hope your courage accomplished more than padding her coin purse. I can only imagine the filth you had to wade through to reach the heart of the pirate's den. Did you find the foul sorcery Miss O'Malley claimed was there? Interesting. Perhaps that's why we're seeing even fewer of the scoundrels coming ashore than before. This revelation should be taken back to the Knight Regent with all haste. I must keep vigil here. Ensure these scoundrels don't attempt any further incursions to the south. You must go alone and go quickly.
I have to confess, seeing you return brings me a great deal of relief. In fact, your enterprising friend, Grace O'Malley, was here. Grace says she was with you up north, and the pirates were rallying to some strange altar. Is it possible it's connected to the tablet from the mine? Exactly. She's been studying the fragments you brought back from the mine for a while. Surely she's learned something. If so, I would ask you to work with Moira to follow up on any leads. I, unfortunately, must attend to less pleasant matters. Yes, you've earned that right. I must soon deal with Minister Lochner's disrespect head-on. He's avoiding me, and there are things he must answer for. I must handle this myself, though. You should seek out Moira straight away.
Oh, just the person I was hoping to see. Comparing the tablet fragments to other stonework from the region, I believe I found where it came from. I know you've just returned from the north. If it's true that the pirates are indeed all lost, did you see anything similar to the tablet? Well, it's hard to say for sure, but it's possible it comes from the same place. The ancient ruins of Caladan in the Eastern Wood. Caladan, and indeed all the ruins of Aeternum, are shrouded in centuries, if not millennia, of unsolvable mysteries. Of course, and you are better suited than I am. Before you go, however, let me tell you what we do know of the ancients that once walked these lands.
Aeternum's ruins tell the tale of a magnificent civilization that once dominated the island. Its architects, the ancients, discovered or possibly created the energy we call Azos. In the millennia that followed, Humanity came from countless prehistoric cultures. Cimmeria, China, Egypt, and more. They were called to explore the sea, summoned by the ancients to this island. These early arrivals worshipped the ancients as gods. They toiled under the ancients' guidance, building hundreds of monuments and towers. But humanity's savage nature could not be tamed. Wars broke out, and amid the chaos, corruption first appeared. To combat this new menace, the ancients imbued a chosen few with gifts. These heroes were granted monumental powers and life eternal. The wars raged on for centuries, and the ancients blessed entire armies. But most of the human vessels degraded into mindless skeletal warriors. Those wars ended millennia ago, and the ancients disappeared. But their haunted guardians still protect the ruins, oblivious to the fact their cause has long since lost its meaning.
Now you know why most on Aeternum avoid ruins at all costs. I myself have only visited Caladan once, but if we're to find answers, that's where they'll be. You're a brave soul, but don't go too deep. There are unspeakable dangers down there. Stick to the surface. That's where our tablet came from. Go, now.
Well, if it isn't the Night Regent's new page. On an errand even now, I presume. I am curious what merits such urgent attention when Jay's duty as Regent so soon draws to an end. The Night Regent should not be conducting affairs she can't reveal to her people. Wouldn't you agree? I've served as Prydwen's minister since before her birth. I should be informed of this matter. You presume much, Page. I simply wish to convey any pressing matters to the true heir when he arrives. Keep your secrets, but know this. Prydwen will be united as never before to honor the royal bloodline.
The true heir sought the lost...
The Ancients clearly had ways of controlling the Guardians. I wonder if it's the same magic that powers the altars. I found runes here that light up when the lost come near them. Maybe there are more objects like these within the nearby ruins of Antares, so I shall continue my search there. For the true heir and the restoration of Prydwen's glory, we will find a way to unite behind the royal bloodline once again. These altars in Caladan seem to have some sort of power over the lost. Power might be the wrong word, but definitely some kind of influence. I can use young Giza's notes to figure out how to channel their essence. And if I can't tap into their magic, maybe I can convey them to where they'll be most useful. I must think this plan through to support my true king in the way he deserves. Only then can I join him.
I'm thankful to have found you, young one. I fear I may have missed some additional clues on the fragments. I came after you right away. Before I speak further, however, did you find anything of interest in the ruins of Caladan? Anything at all? Lochner? Out here, studying the ruins? Why, that makes no sense at all. Let me see these notes you found. These notes are very troubling. It's hard to say exactly what Lochner seeks to achieve, but it does not seem like it's for the good of Prydwen. Yes, that much is clear. But we cannot leave yet. In my further study of the fragments, I saw new clues. The tablet's not from Caladan, but rather Antares. I know I've already asked much and offered poor direction, but Antares is close. I'm pleading with you. Please investigate before we return to Prydwen. Whatever you find, come back, and then we will return to Prydwen, inform the Night Regent, and confront Lochner.
Did you venture forth for freedom or fame? I came here to live happily with my sweetheart, a Moorish woman. We both fled from impending execution for our forbidden love. Who knew I'd one day crave death, like water in the desert? It is when you're the reason your woman is no more. She came to me in a dream the other day and asked me to piece together this mirror. Would you? Fatima said if I piece this mirror for her, she'll finally find peace. The peace I stole from her. Oh, we were so happy once. Gracias, kind soul. She said mirrors have a certain magic to them.
Your friend Grace has come with dire news from Prydwen. But first, you have to tell me what you found. Any further clues to Lochner's plans?
Is that what the bastard's up to? That's more twisted than even I imagined. But it might explain what happened back in Prydwen.
Now that's not so strange. If Gawain has arrived, it makes sense. Perhaps this is a misunderstanding, and Lochner is simply trying to lead the lost away.
Call yourself a sage? Look past your scrolls to see the man's behaviour. Even the Knight Regent knows Lochner's gone mad. And let me tell you, she's not happy. I don't know if she's thinking that far ahead yet. She just hopped on her horse and rode off, shouting at me to find you and meet her at Purdue Farms.
Ah, then she's expecting a fight. Going to find Sir Priscilla, a fellow knight and confidant who hasn't come to Prydwen in many moons. This is serious. Though my scrolls may not have all the answers, I might find a way to counteract the sorcery Lochner seeks to employ. I should return to town. Very well. If Sir Gawain doesn't arrive soon, there may not be a kingdom left for him to rule.
The Knight Regent asked me to scout the eastern farms on the way, so I'll mark Sir Priscilla's place on your map and meet you there.
Pitching hay and shoveling manure. It doesn't suit you, Priscilla.
Puts my mind at ease. Clear, complicated work.
And when was the keen swordplay of our most dutiful knight ever complicated?
I only raise my sword now to keep the lost at bay.
Priscilla, you're not making any sense.
I can't even say it. You wouldn't believe me anyway. We were naive to be so hopeful.
I cannot imagine what's come over her. Sir Priscilla was Prydwen's most honorable knight. And now, when we need her most, she refuses my orders. Everyone seems to think Gawain's already assumed command. Lockney is an outright defiance. Is that what you discovered in the ruins? Was Lockney behind the strange tablet at the mine? The pirates, too? I am having trouble understanding what his ultimate goal is, or if he even has one. I don't know. I now question everything the minister said, but the knights at Aeternum Keep did meet Sir Gawain. Priscilla did tell me that much.
If you're expecting to have more luck plying me for answers than the Knight Regent, think again. And truth be told, I don't owe her either. I've forsworn my oath. The politics of Prydwen are no longer my concern. I'm perfectly capable of defending my land and estate. Outside of that, it's none of my business what goes on, who falls, and who doesn't. The knights I served with at Aeternum Keep were the bravest, most loyal men and women I've ever known. To think of them as fallen, it's too much to bear. I believe that to be the case, though some may remain. If you want to know what's happened at Aeternum Keep, I suggest you go and have a look for yourself. I've said as much as I'm going to say. If you are going to venture into Aeternum Keep, I suggest you don't tell the Knight Regent.
For centuries, the throne has been empty. Yet you served faithfully, never once questioning your duty. Now, as the heir returns to claim his rightful place, you have the honor of being the first to kneel before him. Let us recite the oath.
For the glory of Avalon, I swear my honor and allegiance to crown and bloodline of the king. For this day and until the end of eternity.
Behold, the heir of Artorias! High King Gawain! Swear. Be strong now. I will bestow his blessing.
You have a duty. If the king is here, why aren't you by his side?
I don't belong there.
How can you say that? Your oath is your bond. What could be more important?
My oath was to the king, not a monster. Damn it, Gawain is lost, Jay. A soulless husk. I will not serve such a thing.
Lost? But Minister Lochner says he's been preparing.
Lochner has joined his king in darkness, and so have the other knights.
How? How did this come to pass?
Are you happy now? If you've been to Tiernan Keep, I'm assuming you know the truth. Ser Gawain is lost, and he and Lochner intend to rule a lost kingdom. Thank you, I suppose. Though I have no further need of it. My days as a knight are done. I fought honorably to protect Artorias and his legacy for several lifetimes. But I will not follow the heir down this path. Prydwen is Sir Gawain's right by blood. And though I've forsworn my duty to the bloodline, I will not oppose him, even if he is lost. Are you happy now? If you've been to Tiernan Keep, I'm assuming you know the truth. Ser Gawain is lost. Thank you, I suppose. Though I fought honorably, Prydwen is Sir Gawain's right by blood. There are some benefits to being new to the island, aren't there? Maybe fate has ordained you to be the one to shoulder this burden. If you fought your way into Tiernan Keep and returned with your soul intact, you are valiant, at least. It's not what I'm going to do. I cannot fight in this battle. Thank you for understanding.
So you've been to Tiernan Keep and saw the horrors Priscilla described? I can't imagine. Gawain, Lochner. Yes. As Knight Regent, it is my duty to defend the kingdom against all threats. And I will fight for the people of Prydwen until the first priority is ensuring Prydwen is prepared to defend itself against... I just realized I sent Grace to scout the southern shore with no idea what she's walking into. Thank you. I will return to Prydwen. As Regent, that's where I belong, whether the city stands or falls. I will rally whatever knights remain to our defenses. She'll have to make her own choices. I must collect myself before I head north. I'll say, find Grace and ensure she's safe. If possible, get a sense of what we're up against, and then return to Prydwen and we will make our stand. Godspeed, my friend.
time I got some reinforcements down here. Remember that lost pirate den in the north? That's a small affair compared to this place. Our good friend Minister Lochner was here too. Those Egypts who followed him are all lost now and under his command. What about you? Learned anything new? What? Ah, you're joking me. This true heir everyone's so excited about is actually a soulless ghoul. Ah, I guess now the minister's plan makes sense. That bastard Lochner is planning to turn all of Monarch's bluffs to lost. They're clearly making preparations here to launch an attack on Prydwen. Well, we've discussed this partnership before, haven't we? I get the lay of the land, and you do the battling part. You'll be facing long odds, but you're like a lucky anchor. I'd consider making a wager on you, regardless. Not a problem. I'll always tell it to you straight. I'd suggest you destroy as many explosives as you can, and take out that glowing altar too. Now there's an order I don't mind following. I'll go and tell the Night Region what's what, but my hopes go with you. It's better if these bastards never set sail.
Surprised to see me, are you? Brushing the dirt from my armor was no easy task. But after your friend Grace told me you were here alone, I had to come. My heart was conflicted. But in the end, I took an oath as the protector of the kingdom, not a single ruler. Of course, it seems I arrived too late. Well, there's something to be grateful for. Even if I am a little disappointed I missed all the action. You see, I know where Sir Gawain and Lochner are conspiring in darkness to steal all our souls. They're in Gawain's ancestral home, Corbenic Castle. I thought you might. It is indeed best for Prydwen that the Knight Regent is safe and fortifying the keep. Make no mistake, Gawain is every bit a knight of legend, and Lochner's a diabolical snake. Ha! Then let's get on with it, shall we? Here we are. Home to one of King Artorius' greatest knights and his heir. It was a bastion of valor back then. Today, it's a monument to darkness. I look to the ramparts and I recognize many knights. Now lost. They were dear friends. This will not be easy for me. No. But I do. This is my duty, and I am sworn to it. Your courage is unquestionable, and I've witnessed your prowess in battle. Gawain and Locknir must be defeated, whatever it takes. Godspeed to us both, friend.
My liege, it is now my honor to join you, without reservation. Raise your sword.
And now, you shall be the first to experience the King's justice. My lord, I leave this wretch to you.
For the glory of Avalon. Until the end of eternity.
Hey, Twick!
I am sorry I arrived late to Gawain's Hall. The Lost Knights fought fiercely and with cold resolve. I arrived only in time to see Lochmere fall. Your courage and valor have spared Prydwen from a dreadful fate. Of course. She has led us admirably for many decades now, and the people adore her. Probably even more after this. With Gawain exposed and defeated, however, the question of the true heir is settled. It might clear the way for a new monarch. Now that is an excellent idea. I can think of no one more deserving. I will go to Prydwen to share Gawain's sorry end. And I will discuss your suggestion. You must come too. If there is to be a coronation, you must attend.
This is already more fanfare than I had hoped for.
As far as coronations go, I would say this is fairly modest.
A ceremony befitting our humble new queen.
Queen? I'm not sure I'll ever get used to hearing that.
No more stalling, my queen. People of Prydwen, honored guests. Together, we have endured great hardships. But despite it all, a steady hand has guided us through the storm. May I present to you... Queen Jinjay of Prydwen.
I'm glad you made it. We waited as long as we could. I think the people of Prydwen wanted to ensure all the preparations for Gawain were put to use. But it wouldn't have felt right without you. This victory really belongs to you, truly. And Priscilla's account of your heroics only reinforces that. I'll take the compliment. I'll need all the confidence I can get if I'm to rule this land as a monarch. I still haven't quite got used to the idea. I was hoping your friend Grace would make an appearance today, but I guess she meant it when she said she was heading north. But what's next for you? You would make a fine knight, and we sorely need to rebuild the Order. But I also understand if voices are calling you elsewhere. You hear the voice of corruption? I've heard legends of its insidious torment. What an awful burden you must bear. I had no idea. In the days of Artorias, they say it was the voice of Myrddin that called knights to evil. It drove them mad. I know of no cure, but there's an old man who comes to Prydwen now and then. He goes on and on about corruption. Some say he's deranged, but I see wisdom in his eyes. He fishes the East River. Perhaps if you seek him out, he will help you.
Can you sense that Night Vale Hallow is upon us? Cold mists creep from the hills. Darkness shrouds the forests in gloom, and above, the baleful moon watches all. Something wicked has come.